The first thing you notice about India isn't what you see, it's what you feel. The air hums differently here, thick with spice and prayer, the distant wail of a train, the call of a vendor singing his price to the street. The rhythm is old, alive, and impossible to ignore. I came to India expecting noise. What I found was a conversation. Between centuries, between faiths, between the earth and the people who refuse to stop dancing on it. Welcome to Passports to the Past, where we travel not just to see the world, but to understand how history still shapes it. Here we don't chase trends or checklists, we listen to what the land remembers. Today, I invite you to explore India, a civilization as vast as a continent, as intimate as a whisper. India stretches from the icy breath of the Himalayas in the north to the warm sigh of the Indian Ocean in the south. It's the world's seventh largest country, bordered by Pakistan, Nepal, China, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar, a crossroads of empires and ideas. Over 1.4 billion people call this country home, speaking more than 700 languages, yet somehow greeting each other with the same word. Namaste, I bow to the divine in you. The land itself is a map of contrasts. The Thar Desert rolls like a golden ocean in Rajasthan, while Kerala's backwaters mirror the sky in still lagoons lined with palms. The Ganges River flows like a thread of faith from the Himalayas to the Bay of Bengal, nourishing plains where life has thrived for 5 millennia. Weather-wise, India follows a rhythm of seasons, not months. October to March is the traveler's sweet spot, dry, mild, and full of festivals. April to June brings scorching heat, especially in the plains. Then comes the monsoon, June to September, when the air grows thick with rain, thunder, and renewal. Even the climate here tells a story, one of endurance, patience, and rebirth. India's story doesn't begin with kings. It begins with rivers. Over 4,000 years ago, the Indus Valley civilization flourished along the waters of modern-day Pakistan and Western India. They built cities with drainage, markets, and trade routes connecting Mesopotamia and Egypt, proof that India was global long before the word existed. Then came empires, the Mauryans, who united much of the subcontinent under Emperor Ashoka's Buddhist ideals, the Guptas, who gifted the world mathematics and medicine, and the Mughals, whose art and architecture still define India's skyline. Colonial winds arrived in the 1600s when the British East India Company landed on its shores. What began as trade ended in control, and by the mid-1800s, India became the jewel of the British Empire, though one that cut deeply. Freedom came in 1947, when Mahatma Gandhi's movement of non-violence broke the chains of empire. The same year, partition carved a wound between India and Pakistan, one that still echoes along their border. And yet India endures, a democracy of 1 billion voices, a place where past and present refuse to stay in their lanes. If history built India's walls, culture painted them. Every corner feels like a new country. New languages, new gods, new music. Here, Hindu temples rise beside mosques, churches, synagogues, and Buddhist stupas. Faith is woven into daily life, an incense curl in the morning air, a flower garland on a dashboard, a red mark on the forehead, a whisper to the divine before every meal. India's festivals are where the nation speaks in color. Holi, the festival of colors, turns streets into living rainbows. Diwali, the festival of lights, bathes cities in golden glow. In Kerala, boats race during Onam. In West Bengal, goddess statues tower over crowds during Durga Puja. In Punjab, farmers dance to drums at Baisakhi, while in Ladakh, masked monks spin in ancient circles to the rhythm of bells. Each region carries its own soul, yet somehow they all move to the same heartbeat, chaotic, generous, and endlessly alive. Traveling through India isn't about control, it's about surrender with strategy. Trains are its veins. The Indian Railways, one of the largest networks on Earth, carries 13 million passengers daily. Long-distance trains like the Rajdhani Express or Vande Bharat connect major cities comfortably. Always book in second or third AC class. You'll trade crowds for a clean berth and friendly chai service. For short hops, low-cost airlines like Indigo, Akasa, and SpiceJet cover most major routes affordably. Within cities, auto rickshaws are icons of movement, loud, quick, and thrilling. Download Ola or Uber to skip bargaining or agree on a price before the ride. For day trips, consider hiring a driver guide. It's surprisingly affordable and saves hours of guesswork. Traffic is not chaos, it's choreography. Lanes are suggestions. Cows are traffic police. Relax, trust the rhythm, and you'll learn when to pause and when to glide. If you're exploring rural India, plan around distance, daylight, and digestion. Roads can surprise you, both with beauty and potholes. In the mountains, always add extra hours to whatever Google Maps promises. And remember, in India, time bends but never breaks. Everything eventually happens, just not always when you planned. If there's one word that defines India, it's flavor. Food here isn't eaten, it's experienced. Start in the north, where wheat and dairy rule. In Delhi, taste butter chicken where it was born, sip chai at dawn, and chase it with parathas stuffed with potato or paneer. In Amritsar, eat at the Golden Temple's langar, a community kitchen that feeds thousands daily for free, humbling and heartwarming all at once. Head west to Rajasthan, where spices meet desert air. Try dal bati churma, or the fiery lal mas, lamb in red chili sauce that locals call soul food. Further south, rice replaces bread. In Kerala, meals arrive on banana leaves, coconut curry leaves, tamarind, a fragrance you'll never forget. Eat appam with stew, fish moili, and sip toddy, a local palm wine at sunset. In Tamil Nadu, wake to idlis and dosas, crispy pancakes dipped in chutney. In Hyderabad, the biryani alone is worth the trip. Spiced rice layered with saffron and marinated meat, slow-cooked under sealed pots. And don't miss street food, the pulse of Indian cities. In Mumbai, vada pav, spiced potato in a bun. In Kolkata, puchkas, the local version of pani puri, bursting with tangy spice. In Varanasi, lassi thick enough to eat with a spoon. If there's one universal truth here, it's this. Where locals queue longest, the food's best. Most travelers chase the Taj Mahal, the Jaipur forts, or Goa's beaches, and they should. But India's soul hides in its quieter corners. At the border near Amritsar, the Wagah border ceremony unfolds each evening, part military ritual, part theatre. Indian and Pakistani guards march in mirror movements, lowering flags as the crowds roar in patriotism and play. It's dramatic, electric, absurd, and unforgettable. Head east to Majuli Island in Assam, the world's largest river island, where monks perform centuries-old dance dramas. Few tourists ever make it there, but those who do leave transformed. In Orcha, Madhya Pradesh, forgotten palaces rise above the Betua River, their reflections shimmering in silence. In Hampi, colossal stones whisper of a vanished empire. Chettinad in Tamil Nadu stuns with mansion architecture and spiced cuisine known for its fire and finesse. Zero Valley in Arunachal Pradesh hosts an indie music festival among rice fields and pine forests. And in Rani Ki Vav, Gujarat's stepwell, beauty descends underground, carved walls spiraling toward cool shadow and stillness. Even cities hide secrets. Delhi's house cars at sunrise, Mumbai's Banganga tank, or Varanasi's morning boats gliding through mist and mantra. These are the India moments that never appear on postcards, the ones that stay with you for life. India is welcoming, but it rewards awareness. Here are truths learned the easy way, so you don't have to learn them the hard way. Stay hydrated, but avoid tap water. Bottled or filtered only, dress modestly. It's not about restriction, it's about blending in. Women traveling alone should favor conservative attire and carry a light scarf. Avoid showing valuables and use hotel safes when available. Scams are few but familiar. Taxi drivers claiming your hotel is closed, souvenir sellers inflating prices, or unsolicited guides. A polite "no thank you" works wonders. Health, carry basic medicine for stomach issues, insect repellent and sun protection. Weather caution. In monsoon season, flooding and landslides can occur in hill regions. Always check local advisories. Political protests and large crowds are best observed from a distance. India's passion runs deep. Above all, travel with humility. Remove shoes at temples, accept food with your right hand, and remember that hospitality here is sacred. If you're invited to share a meal, it's not courtesy, it's kinship. Every traveler leaves India changed. It's not the monuments or the markets that do it. It's the moments in between. The chai shared with a stranger who insists on paying. The train window framing endless mustard fields. The prayer bells at dawn echoing through the fog. India isn't easy, it's alive. It demands patience, rewards openness, and reveals itself slowly like a story told in a dozen voices at once. You don't just visit India, you experience it. And when you leave, a part of you stays behind, humming with its rhythm, wondering when the road will call you back. Because in India, history isn't behind you. It's all around you, still breathing, still waiting to be discovered. This is passports to the past. Travel smarter. We know where the bathrooms are.